Welcome back, toy fans, to episode 201 of Reynolds Reviews. And on today's episode, we've got more Christmas gift donations. Cue the march. Welcome back, everyone. Now, like I said in the intro, today we have got more Christmas gift donations. Now, whilst watching this video, I did film this over Christmas, so if I say anything during the unboxings and it doesn't make sense with the timeline, that's why. I'm just getting round to showing it on the channel now. But these gifts have been sent in by two fantastic guys and two very dedicated viewers of the channel, in Gary Moore, all the way from the USA, and our Jason over at Travels and More with Jason F. Now, these guys are two extremely generous guys in our community. They do this for a lot of people, so I'm very, very excited to see what they've sent. So without further ado, let's jump straight in and see what the guys have been generous enough to send us.
Alright folks, here we go. So, like I said, I had no idea this was coming. This has come from Gary over in the USA. So, let's see what Gary's sent us. Well, plenty of packing as always. I'll tell you what, is that a note under? Oh, there's a note underneath. Let's read that first. Okay, so the note reads, "Hi Luke, as promised, please find the enclosed G.I. Joe figure that I randomly had." Ah yes, now Gary did contact me a few weeks back and say that he had a random G.I. Joe figure, and because I've started collecting G.I. Joe now, he said he was going to send it to me. No clue if he's complete, so apologies if you now have to start searching for additional parts. That's fine, Gary, I really don't mind about that. I've also included some Star Wars tat from Taco Bell and some kind of Star Wars Transformer. Enjoy, Gary. Oh wow, well thank you, Gary, that is absolutely awesome. Yes, I recall now you did mention the G.I. Joe, but let's take a look at some of this Star Wars random tat. Okay, so we've got a Star Wars trilogy Taco Bell bag. Feels like there's something in that actually. Let's have a quick look. Look at that, there's a load of Star Wars holograms of what look like sort of what we used to call Tazos in the UK. Wow. Let's put them back in. We'll take a closer look at everything once everything's out. Oh my god, look at all that. Wow. So we've got various bags of what looks like Star Wars goodies, things to put together. More Star Wars bits in there. Oh, I don't know if you can see them. We've got some look like miniature Vader and Luke. So they're what go with like the Star Wars micro machines. More Star Wars bits. Not sure what's in that. We'll get all this out once it's all out on the table. Look at all this. Tons of Star Wars goodies, folks. And it just keeps coming. Wow. Oh, is that a Yoda in there? Looks like a Yoda. We're going to get everything out, folks. Don't worry. More Star Wars bits. There's a mini Death Star in there. Wow. So I can only assume that what is left is the G.I. Joe figure. So let's... Now, Gary said he didn't know who he was. He didn't know if he was desirable or not. Let's have a quick look. Oh, what? Look at that. So that is a version 1 Storm Shadow. So Gary, yes, it is a desirable figure. No, I don't have it. And yes, it looks complete. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, he's gone yellow on his top half, his sleeve on his head. So he needs a little bit of TLC, but I think I can fix that. Gary, that is awesome. Oh, mate, thank you. Right, let's get everything on the table and we'll take a closer look. And then only today, folks, this arrived. So I had no idea this was coming. There was only meant to be one tiny thing in this parcel, and then when it arrived, it was huge. So I actually thought this was something that I'd ordered. So I opened it up downstairs without realising, and then I saw a note on the top, and I realised it was a parcel from our Jason over at Travels and More with Jason. So I only knew that Jason was going to send me one tiny item for something that I needed that I picked up recently, but then I saw a note in the top and realised it was something more. So I thought I'd better open it on camera because that's how I do it, folks. If anyone sends me anything, minimum requirement is you get an unboxing video and a thank you. So let's just take a look at what Jason sent us. So the letter says, "Merry Christmas, my friend. As it's that time of year, I thought I'd play Santa for a bit. Well, thank you, Jason, that's very kind of you, mate. In the box there's a couple of action figures, sadly not completed, but are very good. Well, that's no problem, Jason, that's very, very kind of you. You don't have to send anything, mate, thank you. And I hope my card has come. I've also added a couple more bits. Well, it did, Jason, 1 second. It is right there, my friend, and it's awesome, but I will read that in 1 second. Let's just finish the note. Have a great time with your family and friends this Christmas from Jason, aka Travels and More with Jason. Well, thank you so much, mate. I absolutely will, Jason. That's very, very generous of you. I know you said you were going to send one little item, but it looks like there's far more in here. So let's take a look at what Jason sent us, folks. Oh, my life. Oh, wow. Oh, there's far more in there than expected, folks. So let's get rid of the box. We'll get everything on the table and I'll wrap it on the table. And look at that lot, folks. Jason, you've gone crazy, man. What are you doing now? Jason did contact me and said he had one accessory for something that I needed that I picked up recently. He would really like to send it as a little bit of a Christmas gift. So I'm assuming that's one of those. But look at all this, Jason. You've gone crazy, man. Very generous. But let's just quickly have a look at the card Jason sent, because that is very cool also. Now look at that for a card. So everything that good old Reynolds loves. So we've got Mask in the corner there. We've got Star Wars, Return of the Jedi there. Look at that image for Motu. We've got the Eternia playset there in the background. What an absolutely awesome card. Then we open it up inside to Luke and family. Have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year from Jason. What an absolutely awesome card, Jason. Thank you so much, man. But let's get these parcels opened up and see what Jason sent us. Alright folks, so here we go. So we're going to start with the smallest and then we'll move on to the largest, but let's get these opened up and see what Jason's been kind enough to send us. Look at that now. Oh, Jason, you diamond. Now, if you follow the channel closely and you're watching my video a few weeks ago, you will know that I've started picking up some more 18 figures, the 6-inch ones by Galoob, and that is the video camera for Amy Allen. And that, Jason, is an absolute gem of a gift, because I thought I would have a real tough time finding this, so thank you so much. Jason contacted me, guys, and said he thought he had one spare, and look at that. That is awesome. So thank you, Jason. I think that solved me a real headache. So, oh mate, thank you so much. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, cool. So are these Action Force figures? Now, this is a line obviously I'm not massively familiar with, but I'm tempted to say are these Palitoy Action Force figures, Jason? He's wicked, man. Oh, wow. So, yeah, I'm assuming these are Action Force figures, Palitoy. I don't know if it'll say on the back. I'll have a close look, but they are awesome. I think they're Action Force folks, aren't they? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll look these up before I carry on, but they are awesome, Jason. Thank you. But we've got more to open, folks, so let's carry on. Okay, so on to the next one, folks. Let's get into this one. Oh, wow, look at that. So this is like, I want to say it's a comic, but it's far thicker than a standard comic. So would you call this a graphic novel? Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron, The Phantom Affair. Look at that, man. That is absolutely beautiful. Jason, I had no idea these existed. I don't have anything like this. That is awesome. I'm going to have a blast reading that over the Christmas holidays. That's fantastic, man. No, don't get into it, Luke. Look at it closer in a second. Alright, moving on, folks. So, let's get into this one. This is awesome, Jason. Thank you so much, mate. Oh, wow, what are these? Oh, look at them. So what, are they like minifigures? So these like the mini Transformers that you could get from the pound shop, if you remember? I think they are. Wow, so we've got a mini Destro and a mini Snake Eyes. They are awesome. Look at those. So does that mean we've got more? I think we have, folks. So we've got a mini Red Ninja. I'm not familiar with that guy. And there's a couple more in here, I think. Now it says there's 6 to collect, I think. So I think that's 5. There we go. So we've got a mini Duke. And we've also got a mini Cobra Commander. Man, Jason, they're awesome, man. I've never seen these before. Wow. But there's more, folks. We're still going. So let's get into this one. Oh my god. What have we got now? Oh, wow. So what have we got? Oh, so this is Action Force. I can see a sticker saying Action Force, but I'm not so clued up on this line, folks, so forgive me. I don't know what this vehicle is. You might all be shouting at the screen. Look at that. Oh, wait, does this lift up? Wow. That is awesome. I've never seen this before. I'm sorry, folks. Like I say, I'm not massively clued up with Action Force. Again, I'm assuming this is Palitoy. That looks fantastic. So is that the vehicle for the figures that you've sent, Jason? Again, jump in the comments, folks. Let me know what I'm looking at, because I really don't know this vehicle. But there is one more to look at. And here's the final one, folks. So let's get into it. And there we go, folks. Again, not familiar with this, so it's Action Force again. But I don't know what this vehicle is, so please... Oh, it keeps popping out. I don't... Am I pressing a button, Jason? Is it that one? Oh, look at that. Wow. Again, that's wicked cool, but I don't know what vehicle it is. I'm sorry, Jason. Oh, the seat flips up as well. There we go. Look at that. Right. Jump in the comments, folks. Tell me what I'm looking at, but let's get everything on the table. We'll take a better look. And there we go, folks. So everything on the table, and I've got to apologise. Now, obviously, I said earlier in the video that we were going to look at everything in a bit more detail, but having put everything back out on the table that the guys have sent, the realisation has hit me that there is just too much stuff to go through in any detail, so I can't even get it all in the shot. So I've put it all on the table, and I'll just quickly go around everything. But yeah, unfortunately, I just cannot get through everything in any detail. The video will just be far too long. But boys, thank you again, because there is just such amazing stuff in here. So let's start with the video camera for Amy Allen. That was one of the first things I opened from our Jason. That is fantastic. I just need the radio now to go on a strap, but I actually think there might be a wire to go with that as well, from the bag to the camcorder. I'm not quite sure, but I just need the radio. Then for me, that will be complete as far as I'm concerned. I'm satisfied with that. So thank you for sending the camera, Jason. Then we've got the G.I. Joes. Now, I think we used to be able to get the Transformer ones in this kind of style. So we've got Snake Eyes there. We've got Duke, Destro, Red Ninja, and Cobra Commander. They are so cool. So again, thank you, Jason. We've got the Taco Bell bag from Gary with the Tazos inside. So thank you, Gary. And we've got all this other merch from our Gary as well. Now, a lot of it is sealed, and there was just so much of it, and I thought, if I lay all that out on the table, I'm not going to be able to get everything in shot. So, Gary, I will have a blast opening all that. Please don't think I'm not going to enjoy that, because I definitely am. Thank you. We've actually got a ring pull Millennium Falcon at the back. We've got an awesome Star Wars comic from our Jason as well. We've got like a Star Wars Rubik's Cube. Now, that is actually quite cool. It is like a Rubik's Cube, and you turn it inside out, and you can make the pictures, and you've got to complete the pictures, etc. We've then got like a magic box underneath that from Gary as well. And you look it through one way and it's got Vader's head. You spin it round and it's got Yoda's head. And that is so cool. But then we've got some very, very nice Palitoy Action Force vehicles. So we've got the AF5, which is like almost an amphibious vehicle. So that is incomplete, but it's like almost like a truck style vehicle, but then it has like a hovercraft ring around it, and it turns into an amphibious vehicle as well as land vehicles. So that's really cool. I will enjoy completing that. That is a very, very cool vehicle. Thank you, Jason. But then, of course, we've got the AF3, which again needs completing, but it's a really cool style Jeep. That should come with a couple of guns. It should come with a roof as well, and an oar, and the roof comes off and turns into like a little raft for a figure to stand in, I assume, and things like that. It's a really, really cool vehicle. So again, I will have a good time trying to complete that. But then, of course, we've got two very cool Palitoy Action Force figures from our Jason. The first one is now I think this is correct, the Z-Force Infantryman. Really cool looking figure. All that camo on his outfit, and then he's got his headgear on with his goggles, and just a really cool looking figure with that classic Palitoy pose. Very, very nice. And then next to it, I actually didn't realise that this is a Mail Away, I think it's Mail Away Z-Force Commander. And the hat was stumping me a little bit, because I found a figure with an all brown hat, and I found a figure with an all red hat, but I couldn't find one with a brown hat with a red stripe around it. Luckily, someone in the group helped me out identify that, so that is a really cool figure. Thank you, Jason. But now this is a funny little story, because when Gary contacted me to say that he was going to send me a few bits. He said, I've got a random G.I. Joe figure. I don't know if it's desirable. It's just one figure that I've just sort of randomly got in my collection. I'm happy to send you it. He didn't know who it was, and he said, I'll send you it. I don't know if it's a desirable figure. And then I opened it, and of course it was version 1 Snake Eyes, which is very, very desirable. Now, he was yellow on his torso and his head and one of his arms. Now, I have given him a little bit of treatment since I filmed the unboxing to now. He is a lot better. Still not perfect, but a lot whiter than what he was. But he is complete as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, thank you, Gary, for sending me that. I really do appreciate it. He is awesome. But, boys, I'm so sorry I couldn't go into it with a little bit more detail, but there was just too much stuff in the end. But, again, I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much. It's very, very generous, and they will be treasured. But, yeah, there we go, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. A lot to get through. I hope I did okay. But like always, if you're new to the channel, thank you for dropping by and giving me a shot. I hope you'll consider leaving a like and subscribing. If not, please feel free to leave a comment. I tried to get back to everybody. And as always, keep collecting. I'll see you next time.